You know what I just realized as I was sitting down? I forgot to press export stream this morning on the first episode of this. Oh well, I'll do it after the stream, I guess. Will be a little confusing, but you know, probably fine, I think. Hey Conker, how's it going? Just a couple of minutes we'll be getting started. I sat down when this was already going, so I figured I'll just hold a moment. Let's see if we can get these flies through the window. Where did he go? Oh, he's up there. Yep. See him and I don't hear him. Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Let's see. Gonna be leaving a little before an hour. Next hour comes around for next class. Gotcha. Not a problem. You can catch the opening, and then, depending on when your class is done, you may catch the ending of this stream. Oh, there's the other one. Basically be here for about 30 minutes. That's fine. Not a problem. I'm glad you're here. We about to get started. Okay. All right, let's do this. That was a fast load. I'm used to there being like a big delay between when you load and when the game actually boots up, but I guess that's the wonder of modern technology, isn't it? How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts, the stream edition. Last time, I'm still not used to 60 FPS. I gotta tell you, I'm used to it sort of not looking this fluid. I gotta get used to that. But last time we began the game and, you know, started out in our home, I was going to say hometown, but home island. But the island is gone. It was attacked by darkness, and as far as we know, it's completely devoid of any life now, except for the people who got flung all over the place from it. So now we're here in Traverse Town in Sid's accessory shop, and we've been looking for our friends but had no luck, and he said, go have one more look around town, and admittedly, we didn't go to the 3rd district last time. We didn't look through all the alleyways in the 2nd district even, so I guess we could go and check it out. Still debating whether or not... Excuse me, I should get that fire ring, was it? Yeah, fire ring. I mean, I have 450 money, I suppose. Yeah, I'll get it. We'll get it just for the hell of it. I was going to say before, you know, we'll be fine, but this actually might help a little. It gets a little extra defense for us, and it raises our fire resistance by 20%, so that should help a little bit anyway. With what's about to happen... Because what's about to happen is, well, not exactly us looking around town.
Out of nowhere.
Who are you?
And they'll keep on coming at you, as long as you continue to wield the Keyblade.
How do you know what this thing is?
But why? Why would it choose a kid like you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Never mind. Now, let's see that Keyblade.
What? There's no way you're getting this.
I need it to fight, man.
All right. Then have it your way.
Oh shit, he's got a gun sword. Maybe. Whoa, okay. Sliding dash might not have been the best thing there. Alright, come on then. So this guy will attack you with a sword or bash you with fire depending on how far away you are. So I don't think I can bait the fire attack though. I mean, I could probably run him around this telephone pole a little bit. You can win against him and you get an item if you do, but it's not easy, I guess. Careful though, there, Sora. You don't want him to mess you up. But with the scan ability, we can see how much HP he has, so it makes it a little easier. Wow. So we were sliding dash to work there. There we go. But yeah, if you have the guard ability, you can block that, and it gets you some tech points as well, but it's a little risky for my taste at this point. Nice. So that's why I keep running away from it. Don't get stuck on the architecture now, just like I just did. I think he inflicts physical and fire damage, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Ow. But this seems to be working, so. Where are you going? Whoa. Watch where you shoot that thing. There we go.
No way. I can lose.
Well, you just did, so. Now what are you gonna do?
Now you're gonna...
Sora, you could take 2 more hits before you fell over.
Oh, you're slipping, Leon.
Yeah, risky, but it allowed me to get inside, so
I went easy on him.
worked okay.
Looks like things are worse than we thought. A lot worse.
Well, if they're that bad, why don't you fight the Heartless, man? You know, just take the Keyblade from me and swat at them. It seems to work against them, though your blade is sort of on fire, so I don't see how that wouldn't work. Oh, this is new. Where did you wake up, Riku? Because it doesn't look like Traverse Town unless there's a secret waterfall district that I haven't seen yet. Oh, so it isn't voiced, huh? Okay, well, that's kind of a shame, but I guess it makes sense. It's probably voiced in Japanese, but yeah. Because I think Japan got this version of the game like a year after the original, so. Ah, fresh meat! This time I'm serious.
Gosh.
He probably could, yeah.
Sure is spooky.
Actually, I'm not scared.
Are you sure?
Excuse me. Did the king send you?
Goofy, look! It's a ghost! Seriously. Spooky.
Come on, lazy bum. Wake up.
Oh, hi, Kairi.
You okay?
Took a good knock on the head,
I
but
guess.
sure.
Those creatures that attacked you are
Why is my
after the Keyblade.
vision still fuzzy?
But it's your heart they really want. Because you wield the Keyblade.
How do you know all
I'm
this?
so glad that you're okay, Kairi.
Kairi? Who are you talking about? I'm the great ninja Yuffie.
Excuse me? But you look... Oh.
I think you might have overdone it, Squall.
Darn, the light was in my eye.
That's Leon.
She didn't even have to use a jutsu to look like Kairi.
Yeah.
Not that I know
we had
anything
to get
about
it away from you to
jutsus.
shake off those creatures. It turns out that's how they were tracking you.
So it's like
It
a
was the only
homing
way to conceal
beacon?
your heart from them. But it won't work for long.
Why?
Still, hard to believe that you, of all people, are the chosen one.
What do you... Oh. Well, that's nifty.
Well, I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
And who are the
Why don't you
beggars
start
here
making
exactly?
sense? What's going on here?
You got lots of splaining to
Okay.
do.
You know there are many other worlds out there, besides your castle and this town, right?
Meanwhile, in the other room,
Well,
Sora's
there's
freaking
supposed
out.
to be a secret.
He's like, there are other worlds?
They've been secret, because they've never been connected. Until now. When the Heartless came, everything changed.
The Heartless?
The ones who attacked you. You remember?
I've just been calling them shadows,
Those
but
without hearts.
okay.
The darkness in people's hearts. That's what attracts them.
I thought the Keyblade
There's
attracted them.
darkness within every heart.
Okay.
Hey, have you heard of someone named Ansem?
Who?
And Sam?
He was studying the Heartless.
Hmm.
He recorded all of his findings in a very detailed report.
Can't say the name's familiar.
Gosh, can we see it?
Yeah.
Its pages are scattered everywhere.
Well, it's not a very good report then, is it?
Too many worlds.
Oh, then maybe the king went to find them.
Well, that would make sense.
Yes, those were my thoughts exactly.
How do you know who the
We
king is,
gotta
though?
find him quick.
I don't think he's ever been introduced to you. But cameraman, my eyes are down here.
That's right. The Keyblade.
So, this is the key.
Exactly.
It's a key,
The Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade.
as well as the key.
That's why they'll keep coming after you, no matter what.
Well, I didn't ask for this.
No, you
The
didn't.
Keyblade chooses its master, and it chose you.
So you're SOL, kid.
Tough luck.
How did all this happen? I remember being in my room. Wait a minute. What happened to my home? My island? Riku! Kairi!
Well,
You know what? I really don't know.
your island's probably gone, though. Sucks to be you. So, what do we do now? Can I talk to Yuffie? Okay, I was gonna say, does she not have a talk command yet? Oh, really? I never would have guessed, even though it looks like a key. Now we can open things with a lock on them because Yuffie told us we could. Oh boy. 1,800 hours in the past. Time flies. Well, remember that for later because it's actually useful for something when you come back to the hotel later. Bald Mountain? Who took a picture of Bald Mountain? I hope that man's is alive. Well, anyway. Yeah, I guess he must have. It's just they never really explicitly show it, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, well, did he visit? Well, I can't say much more without getting into spoiler territory, you know, but yeah. You're probably right. He probably did visit Traverse Town at some point, so that's how he introduced himself to all of the Final Fantasy characters here. Speaking of which, Yuffie's from Final Fantasy VII, Aerith or Eris, depending on who how you grew up with her, is in the other room, and she's speaking to Donald and Goofy. She's also from Final Fantasy VII, though he wouldn't know it considering Yuffie and Aerith's reactions in this game with each other are like they're complete strangers. And, well, Leon here, aka Squall, is from Final Fantasy VIII, though he looks a little different in this version than he did in that one, so. And I suppose it sort of goes without saying at this point, but since we now know there are Final Fantasy characters here in Traverse Town, I can tell you that Sid, the accessory shop owner, is also from Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, again, you wouldn't really know it, considering his interactions with these characters later on. Anyway. Well, yeah, like you said, I've got a homing beacon attached to my arm. Can I stock up on items first? I mean, you won't let me go outside. I guess I'm ready. Okay. And who are these other visitors? Oh.
Yuffie, go!
Hi there. Oh,
Yuffie!
Sora, let's go.
thought you'd never ask. See, like, he can kick their asses. Why do you need me? Donald, are you okay? Right. So, where is the leader? You're not gonna tell me, are you, Leon? Damn it! Someone needs to tell me something. Ow. Okay, quit your slide jumping. think I might need manual aim. Well, these guys give 3 experience, so it's a little better than previous. Well. Where's the other guy? There he is.
Come on.
Alright, well, we got them all the same. Yeah, I might need to have the actual target lock mechanic back. Let's see here. Target lock. No, that's correct. Auto lock. Yep, there we go. Alright, well, let's give that a shot. Might make it easier to, you know, lock onto these guys. I could just be using actual lock on, but, you know.
Come on.
Can't really give them a chance to move, though, you know. Otherwise, they'll take that opportunity and smack you in the face, which is just all around a bad thing for all of us. Anyway, the place that we need to go now, also those soldiers are going to be all over the place now, so just bear that in mind. But the place we need to go now is the only alleyway that I didn't explore in the 2nd district when we were here a second ago, so. Well. Gotcha. Alright. Next one, where is he? Oh, there he is. Just gonna grab my money first. Yeah, so there's an alleyway near these stairs here that I did not go exploring in. Did I get all that? Yeah, I did. Okay. And we will go exploring now to get to it. Now. Give me back my HP. I'm back at full by I think I just one more. Oh well. They'll be fine. Hey. Ooh, these guys drop spirit shards. Nice. Oh, and pick up all the money if you can, but don't worry about it terribly much. It's not that big of a deal. You get plenty of money basically in this game, so it's not a huge issue. Where'd the other one go? Hello? Mario? Maybe he's over here. You got a bunch of friends, don't you? No. Okay, I'm getting sick of getting smacked in the back and blocked. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the auto lock. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna keep the auto lock on. It can get a little annoying in certain cases, but I'll make do. I'll need to stop dodging to the side though. Whoa. Might want to grab the bigger money pieces if you're going to grab any of them, though, because they're only 5 rather than just 1. Like that. You're already back up 228 money, so not too bad. I could have done it at that time. Oh, I figured since I couldn't lock onto it, I couldn't do it yet. Oh well. I will do it later. Not a big deal. We got to go back in there anyway, I think.
Come on.
Maybe, no, you know what? I'm thinking that there's a postcard in there, but there is not. It's just a different item. Anyway, the place we need to go is right through here to the 3rd district. So let's head inside. It's quiet. Too quiet. Oh, apparently Donald and Goofy caught up. Well, that's good.
Gosh, are these the heartless guys?
I'm surprised you haven't seen them yet. Kick their asses. Never mind. Nice landing. I give that dive a 3, actually. Yeah, what about it? The key can't cause earthquakes, though. Oh. Okay, then. Well, that's not good. Alright, well, anyway, help me out, guys. Oh, nice, you can spam fire at them, just like Leon. Gotcha. Ow. Nice. These guys are pretty good. With their shield and their staff. That's a little bigger than the Heartless I've been fighting. Great. Well, anyway, here is our... I want to say first boss, but I suppose it's not really the first boss, is it? God. Run around and grab some of the money. I just said not to worry about it. Here I am running around and grabbing all of it. Anyway, this is the guard armor, and he has some attacks that can be a little troublesome. Like that one. But basically, you want to take out his different pieces because they are... every piece that you take out will basically make him do less attacks. So that's... Now, we can't really dodge or guard anything right now, so I gotta be a little careful. Not to get smushed. He's about to spin his arms around. You can actually deflect that like that, so... That's helpful. Jump over that, so that helps a little too. Thankfully, I think they come with a few items, so it should make it a little bit easier to fight these guys out. But the main body is the part that basically the boss fight is all about. Jeez. Little help, please. Thank you. Well, anyway, there goes one piece. Yeah, the more pieces you break, the more HP balls you'll have access to. Break that spot. Alright, that's a couple now. And eventually you'll end up with just the main body left, although just the main body left can be a little tricky too, because the main body will start spinning around like a maniac, kind of like the arm does. You'll probably get to see that in a second here. What are you doing? Yeah, like that. So when he does that, you gotta kind of slide into him like that. So there's your sliding dash to have some use. Get in there, guys! Alright, cool, we got him. Not so hard. A little tricky when he's got all those parts, but once you bust those up, well, not too bad. No, my organs! My organs, stay in there! Daddy needs you! Well, not anymore. Daddy just disappeared. It's a little tedious considering you distance yourself properly. Yeah, that's true. That's for the clock and actually sliding dash as well.
You were
so.
looking for me?
But yeah, he is different in color than the original
They, too,
version.
have
That's
been
true.
seeking the
It
wielder
was
of
like
the keyblade.
black and purple mostly in the original.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
Oh, so you have a
I
ship?
wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Oh, maybe.
Of course.
How do you know for
Are you
sure?
sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the king.
Well, that's a little underhanded.
Sora,
Sounds just
go
like
with
Donald, actually.
especially if you want to find your friends.
I mean, I don't have a choice in the matter, so...
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh,
No frowning.
But you're
No
constantly
sadness,
frowning.
Okay?
It's like your normal face. Like right there.
you
There.
gotta look funny, like us.
Yes, but ones on happy faces.
Happy?
How do you expect me to be happy? My island was destroyed and my friends might be dead and... Oh, screw it.
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Alright, well,
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
nice to meet you.
All for one, one for all.
Oh, I didn't know we were putting the Three Musketeers back together. Alright, cool. And that's how I met my party members. Yeah, that face. That face, alright.
Squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom...
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own. Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
How are you breathing right
And
now?
the rats friends of the king's lackeys. Slug on the eyes, they're all bilge rats by the look of them.
I'm a pirate
Surprise yourself.
because I make pirate references in my talk.
Shut up!
Enough.
Better watch that hook, man. He'll rip you right open.
The Keyblade has
Yeah,
two.
must contain my laughter, yeah.
Will it be he who conquers the darkness? Or will the darkness swallow him?
Find out in... Oh, right. I already told you what
Either
game I'm
way,
playing.
he could be quite useful.
Well, that's not good. Somebody awakened her from 1958. Oh, dear God. Well, that's what I wanted to do earlier. I wanted to stock up on items before the Heartless mercilessly attacked. Great. I kind of already have, actually. Oh, okay. Nice. 500 money. Thanks. I mean, that'll buy me exactly one accessory, so... you know. And for defeating Leon earlier, we get an elixir. Sweet. Thank you. I mean, we'll try. So what's up, you two? It's a gummy ship? How does that even function? It's made of gum. Well, it's not gum, it's gummy, and we'll explain what gummy is eventually when I actually start getting into gummy ship customization. Oh God. No, I actually like the gummy ship customization in this game, but yeah, we'll get into that later. But anyway, yes, so you can teleport to your gummy ship from save points, or you can just use a world exit like the one right there in order to get to it. And then you can head to the gummy ship, head to a different world, and we'll explain what all of that's all about later. The save points that let you board the gummy ship typically are the ones that are like the little portal-looking things, not the little swirly ones, the ones with like the two green swirly flubber-looking things. Those usually don't let you teleport to the gummy ship. I say usually because I think there's exceptions to that rule, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway. It's fancy! I hope it is. Only the best for me. I mean, I've had it rough, gentlemen, so... But anyway, and also for getting to this point, Donald teaches us to use fire. Sweet. So now we can assign magic, and we can assign magic to be cast quickly using the customize menu. It does use a little MP, though, so you're going to have to stock up on that just a little bit. Now, MP regenerates as you hit opponents in this game, so... you can basically mix in fire on occasion as you're fighting, so that's helpful. What other thing?
You know, that thing I can't explain without getting into game mechanics.
But anyway, we get the dodge roll ability, which is arguably one of the best abilities in the game, because it gives us a straight up dodge button that we can use, so that's not bad. Yeah, I think I like the one in Cage 2 a little bit better as well, because the customization in this one is just exclusively for magic. You can't assign items to it, so it's a little... makes items a little less useful than they would be otherwise, so... Well, we'll learn them as we level up, but yeah, I guess we could look for them. Yeah, we gotta get ready first, Sora, and that means wandering around town finding a bunch of different... well, you'll see in a minute. Yes, it is, Jiminy, but after this, I don't think you make an appearance in the game until way later, so good luck with that. Anyway, so Donald and Goofy are now our party members. Sweet. And they have their own equip menus and everything, and I think their levels are just dependent, like what level they start at is just dependent on what level you are. So Goofy will almost always be ahead of you at first, if I remember correctly, and Donald will always be a level behind when you start, anyway. Later on, it might change depending on... you know, when they earn experience and when you're by yourself or not, so it changes. But Jiminy's Journal has a bunch of new things we can read about. It's really just stuff that, like, oh, you know, you left the game for 6 months and then came back. Okay, use the journal to catch yourself up, but yeah, not really all that interesting there. I am going to take fire off the triangle button and stick it on the X button, actually. So now I can cast fire by holding L1 and pressing X. And last but not least, I have one ability point left, and I don't have guard yet, so let's equip dodge roll. Might give it a sliding dash for later. Boost attack power when HP is critically low. Well, I mean, he doesn't have any other abilities that would take that slot up at this point. Donald and Goofy get different abilities depending on... They get some by level up, but they also get some by, I think, doing certain fights, or maybe I'm thinking of Kingdom Hearts 2. I think, actually, you know what? No, I am thinking of Kingdom Hearts 2. There's only one ability that they each get from specific fights. All the rest are from level ups. So Sora gets most of the abilities that are done with different fights, and most of those are actually under the shared abilities thing, but we'll get to that later. Goofy has Rocket, which gives him a special attack, and Jackpot, which gives us more money and HP and MP balls in battle, which is nice. It means we'll not have to worry too much about money in the future, and everybody will get Jackpot eventually, so we'll want to have that equipped. I'm not a fan of Rocket, and honestly, I'm not a fan of any of Goofy's special abilities, except maybe Whirl, but we don't get that until later, so I'm not going to worry about it. Not that important. I mean, Rocket's not bad, and I might consider equipping it in a boss fight coming up, but yeah, not great. Let's see. How can Sora even read Jiminy's journal? Good question. I think they sort of answer that in Kingdom Hearts 2 when they have that school there, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jiminy's journal is also kind of tiny, but you know. Anyway, so let's head for the world exit, even though we were told not to. And before we get there, what do you see, Goofy? Oh yeah, I wasn't sure what that did. I wonder what it is. Let's find out from a tutorial. So this is a Trinity mark. The blue ones are... You can actually do something with the blue ones in the beginning of the game. So, if you find blue ones, have Sora, Donald, and Goofy in your party, which sort of diminishes the value of other party members you get later in the game. But anyway, press the Trinity button, and then this happens. Nice. Got a bunch of money out of it. So yeah, the blue Trinity ones are Trinity jump markers, and they will usually just give you items and money to pick up. Sometimes they give you something else, like if you go over here. Also, the Final Fantasy characters have moved from their initial locations, so let's see if they have anything to say. Probably nothing new at this point. Oh, you know, it's going. Yeah, I went and met them. Oh yeah, all their children are gone. Yep. Instantly correct him. Yeah, I'll see if I can find him. Cool. Alright. Well, we still don't have anything to put out the candles here, so let's not worry about that. But we do have another blue Trinity mark, so let's check that out. And as you can see, this is the exception to the rule. Sometimes Trinity Jump will put you in a different spot completely. In this case, it put us up here, and if we go here, we can grab this treasure chest. It has another postcard for us. Sweet. And you can just jump right down here. Sora also doesn't take fall damage, so don't worry about that. Not that that's usually a problem in these RPGs, except for a few of them. Anyway. I think there's more postcards scattered around town that you can get now as well. Like this one, since you know about the key blade being a key now. So let's go turn in these couple. The Moogle's place is still currently closed off, so don't worry about that for now. But later it'll open up shop. I think they tell you when they open up shop too, so... we still can't go this way, right? Yeah, okay. So probably what I want to do before we leave is I'm going to want to go and open that door that's closed off over there. But first, let's mail out the postcards we have. We get a Mega Ether from the 4th one. The 5th one gets us a Mithril, so that's good. I think there's a 6th and maybe even a 7th one that you can get at this point, but... Yeah, yes, it would make it a little more convenient if you could use the Trinities with, someone other than Donald and Goofy. Because some of them are a little out of the way, and it's like, I gotta go, you got this party member that's pretty good, and then you gotta go all the way back to a save point just to bring Donald and Goofy in. Although you could just go hunting for Trinity marks when the world is completed, like I'm pretty much doing at this point. It might make it a little easier, Anyway, let's see if we can do that thing with that clock now. Probably. It was right in here. And let's see. I don't know if I can aim at it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, it's at 11 o'clock. 10, 11. Oops. 12. Made a noise. Well, we want to get it to 1800, which is 6 o'clock. And 7 o'clock might also do something. So, oops. It's got kind of a weird hitbox, though, so don't be shocked if you don't hit it or accidentally knock yourself into the red room. I've done that. So. I'll get it eventually. Ooh. Okay, 5 o'clock. Ooh. Come on now. Getting a little too close, I think. 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And that gives you a treasure chest over here. Which gets you another mithril. Nice. Anything in the red room? Yeah, it is a little weird, isn't it? Positioning is kind of off. Ah, another treasure. Let's check it out. And here we get a pretty stone, so that'll give us a little extra money as well. Nothing back in the alleyway for us, I don't think. Not now, anyway. Later, yes, but later, not right now. Anyway. Let's head back outside. Nothing in the gizmo shop for right now. So, let's head this way then. Because I think there's one more Trinity jump point that you can get to right over here. And then the door that's over there can be opened as well. So, let's go do that. Now, if you were to come back here later, you'd be fighting Heartless this whole time while you were doing this, but I happened to come at a good time. Okay, well, that opens that door up. Where the Heartless are basically gone for now, so you don't gotta worry about them. And there's a door over there with a fire symbol on it, so we might just do something about that. Grab a few items out of here. What do you suppose that is? Ooh, a camping set. Alright. Well, that's like a tent, except I think it's a little bit less effective if I remember right. Let's go look. Ooh, gummy. Okay, well, we have gummy blocks now as well, and I'll explain those later. Your items get auto-sorted in here, so don't worry about them too much. Yeah, all HP and 3 MP. Cottage restores full HP and MP, though, so you don't got to worry about that too much. Donald and Goofy don't have any items. Now, the thing about Donald and Goofy's items is that they have a tendency to overuse them, I find, a little bit, so I usually don't give them too many items, but... Hey, Rockin' Fun, how's it going? I think that's after you leave Traverse Town the first time, Conquer. I'm not 100% sure about that, but you are correct. They can have white mushrooms, which are a new type of enemy. We won't go over those just yet, but eventually we will. Once we find them the first time, I'll explain how they work. Yeah, Manichaeism or something. I don't really know how to say that, but anyway, excuse me. Donald and Goofy have their own customized menus that you can use, but it's a little different from Sora's. They don't have shortcuts that they can use. Instead, you can change their strategies in battle, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So for Donald, I mostly want him casting offensive and defensive magic. So we'll have him use regular attacks occasionally, offensive magic, constantly defensive magic, constantly advanced magic, yeah, constantly, and then put these as only an emergency. So that should be fine. And then for Goofy, I want him using his regular attacks mostly. Defensive actions with a shield can also work. Offensive abilities that consume MP. And I actually want him to use support actions constantly as well, for reasons that I'll explain later on. But mostly you want them to just use the items only in emergency. So that sort of offsets the fact that they will just throw them whenever. Now they'll only use it really when your HP is low. So they'll still use them a lot, but not as much as they would otherwise, so. Oh, you missed the Raymond ball. Yeah, well, that's okay. Not too much, so. It wasn't too bad. I pretty much just kicked its ass, so yeah, only an emergency. Hopefully. With big air quotes there. Right, well, yeah, the Squall one, but that one was... Yeah, you're right, it wasn't exactly that memorable. Hate to say it, Squall, but I pretty much had your number. So anyway, there's a door with fire on it. If we cast fire, well, we can open it up. We can go to the Mystical House. I don't think you're really supposed to go here yet, but, whoa! These rocks are moving. Huh. Well, let's go check it out anyway. A little bit of platforming to do there. If you fall off into the water, you have to go back to the beginning, so don't do that, basically. And there's a yellow Trinity mark here, but we can't do anything about that right now. Now, you may have noticed that I lost a little bit of my MP there, but not like... I lost basically one of the blue bars, but now I have an orange bar on there as well. That, I believe, is the charge meter, if I recall correctly, that's what it's called. Basically, fire doesn't use one full MP. It uses one part of your charge meter, and that goes down and down and down. And basically what happens with the charge meter, when you're fighting enemies, the charge meter will go up a little bit, and then when it hits the next threshold, so right now it's at my 1 MP threshold. Once it gets all the way to the top of my MP bar, I'll get my second MP back. And that can stack up, so I can end up with a full charge bar and 2 MP as I go here. So it's useful in that it makes certain actions not cost a full MP. Like, if you have a full charge bar, it's basically like having 1 MP. So you have, at all times you can basically have 1 more MP than whatever your max is, at least for Sora. So it's helpful. A little confusing at first, but it makes more sense as you go along. So, yeah, charge meter. Yep, that's what I thought. An empty room, huh? Well, let's check it out anyway. Now, who do you suppose lived here?
There's something about this musty place.
Why do you keep showing up? Like in random places.
It reminds me of the secret place back home, where we used to scribble on the walls.
Are you actually real this time?
Remember?
Kyrie?
Sora?
What? I was just talking to my friend. Okay, yeah. Well, get used to that, because that happens sometimes. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this your house? We were just exploring, so... What do you mean? You were expecting me? How? I didn't even know this place existed about 3-4 hours ago. I was gonna say, that's a weird look for a Heartless. So this is Merlin, the sorcerer. Oh, really? And what kind of help can you provide? I mean, I would guess you can provide magical help. Yeah, it's me. Everyone's just gonna refer to me as the Key from now on, right? Not gonna refer to me as my actual name. Just be like, oh, it's the Key. No, I have a name, actually. I'm not just an object to be stuck into any old hole. Sounds vulgar. She must be a magician, yeah. That explains how she got into this house, considering this house is the house of a magician. Speaking of magic, so you shrunk your furniture? Man, I've heard of a home away from home, but this is ridiculous. That was fast. Nice and cozy. Oh, did he? So, what do we do? What's up? Oh, is that, well, I know who that is, but... Well, you got a little onion sitting over there. I guess would be what Sora would say, until he found out that it was actually a lady. So that's the fairy godmother. Assist with what? You're not going to tell me, are you, fairy godmother? You're not very good at this whole wish-granting thing. Alright, sounds good. So anyway, Merlin can help you with the art of training your magic. Now, what does training your magic mean? Well, I can show you in just a moment. Let's chat up the fairy godmother first, and get that Trinity mark. Oh, has it? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder who Cinderella is. Well, hopefully she's alright. Anyway, I don't think she says too much unless you get what she actually needs. And I'll explain what she actually needs later when we actually, get it. So. Yeah, definitely, Caulker. It's way easier than paying a mover. That's for sure. Anyway, there's another Trinity jump point. We get a Mega Ether for going to that one. And let me collect up all the various scattered money. Eventually, like I said, we'll get an ability called Draw that will make it so I don't have to keep grabbing this stuff all over the place. It falls out, but we'll get to that eventually. So, what do you mean by training? Practice magic, okay. So Merlin has a secret compartment where you can train with any magic that you get. So basically, yeah, it's a practice room. So, and you won't deplete your MP here, so that will be something. Yeah, are you sure? The only spell I have is fire. You're gonna need to buy new furniture after this. But yeah, so if you want to practice your magic on non-living targets, you can up here. I don't think I really ever do this, though, to be honest, because it's usually better just to test it in the heat of battle. But you can get an idea for what all of the different magic does. Like, for example, if you cast fire, it creates a projectile that will shoot across the area. It has pretty good range, too. Like, this is basically halfway across the room. I mean, that's not the best example. I guess I gotta stay on the rug. Yeah, so basically this rug is your range currently with fire, so just keep that in mind. You can't blast things from across the room just yet. Later on, I think it gains range as you get more powerful spells, but I mean, you can just keep blasting like this. But yeah, as you can see, when you use fire, it consumes a part of your MP meter there. First consuming any charge that you have, and then consuming your actual MP.
Fire!
Now, because I'm in here, I can just keep blasting away like this with a little bit of timing, but it doesn't work that way in the real world. If you want to keep blasting people with magic in an actual game, you're going to have to fight a little bit too. So usually you can mix in fire as a combo starter of some kind, or if enemies keep jumping away from you, you can use it. So that's basically what that does.
Fire!
It hits enemies up top too, so just keep that in mind. It has a little bit of vertical tracking, although I think it travels like an actual projectile. It's not hit scan or anything, so it doesn't have the greatest vertical tracking, but it does have some. Training with him has some utility. Yeah, it's basically exactly what Conker said there. It's a nice little addition so you can practice magic if you don't know what magic does, but it's basically useless. It's more beneficial, honestly, to just test your magic in the middle of a fight to find out what it does, so I probably won't be using that all that much. But yeah, so you can go to your gummy ship from here, but first, before we do that, let's head back out of the mystical house. Go from there. Yeah, no Easter egg, unfortunately, with it. It would be nice if it did have some sort of Easter egg, like when you learned all of the magic or something, but yeah. No fun. No fun things to be done at Merlin's house. So, let's head back out to the 3rd district. See if the Heartless have respawned yet. Nope, not yet. There's a Lady in the Tramp statue. Not really useful for anything. Is that a potion in there, or is that just decoration? I can't tell. Looks like I mean, it's just part of the scene when they were eating spaghetti together and then they smooched, but yeah. Could be the sauce that they put on it, which, why you'd take your sauce from a bottle, I don't know. Get that stuff homemade, man. But there are cords sticking out of this pipe. We can't do anything with that yet, but later on, yeah, we'll be able to do something with it. And that's pretty much it. I think, like I said, there's another postcard we can go grab, but well, let me think. I think it's through the Gizmo shop, but I don't think we can go there just yet. Yeah, we'll have to do something about that, about the Dalmatians. I'm gonna go check just to be sure, and then after that we will be heading out on the gummy ship. I should have really just done this when we were in the 2nd district to begin with, but you know. Yeah, it would be nice, but unfortunately it does not. Now, don't worry too much about getting ahead of your partners there, because eventually, I mean, Dad and the Goofy are usually pretty good about keeping up, but if you do some, like, fancy jumps or something like that, and they normally wouldn't be able to keep up, they will eventually just pinball over to you, so they'll teleport right to you, so it's not a big deal. Does this do anything yet? Nope. Alright. Well, we'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, the Gizmo shop at this point doesn't really have too much to it. Ah, okay. So the ladder here is fixed now, so you can actually come up here and check it out. So let's go see what we've got here. There's another red Trinity mark there, but we can't get access to it just yet, so. But these bell things are also here. And there's 3 of them here, there's 3 of them down there. That sort of gives you an indicator of what to do with them, but we'll worry about that later. It's not really that much of a thing for right now. Let's make this jump. It always spooked me when I was a kid that they turned the camera like that when you jumped. I don't know why. Maybe I was just afraid of heights when I was younger. There's another mithril shard for you. I think that's it for treasures for right now. Other than the treasure we can get from going up here. Because if you go up here, you're back in the 3rd district where Donald and Goofy were, and actually there might not be anything up. Oop, never mind. There we go. There's a postcard there. I knew there was 6 you could get now. So there's that. And this is a vacant house. Nothing really to do in here for right now. We'll come back to this later and there'll be more to do, but for right now, not really. Yeah, it kind of is like a guided missile, so it'll go vertical, it'll go horizontal, it has a certain distance, but I've sometimes found where if an enemy is too close to you but floating just above you, it'll like go underneath them and then fly up. It has like a parabolic arc to it, so... But that's on rare occasions. It doesn't happen that often, so... And now we're back here, so that's where that door led to. It led to the 3rd district. So if you need to go back there at any point, you can. I do not, though, so we'll go from there. Yeah, because sometimes they'll like jump around and they can't get to it, so they'll keep falling off. It's pretty funny, so... Anyway, so let's sell those pretty stones that we got there. I remember these things selling for a little more, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we also got a new accessory from the boss that we just fought there, the Brave Warrior accessory. So we'll check that out in just a minute. Let me sell both of these. We need the mithril shards of mithril, though, so even though they're worth a good chunk, don't sell them. They're very important. I can't tell you for what yet, but there's a limited number of these things without doing some serious grinding later in the game. So don't sell them, even though they're worth a good chunk of money in the beginning of the game. Anyway, let's see here. So oops, I keep pressing the touchpad button like it's start. So let's check out that Brave Warrior that we got. Let's take off our current stuff. And so 1 defense and fire resistance. Brave Warrior gives you access to a little bit of extra HP and a little extra strength. So that's good to have, and so is the little extra defense that you can get out of it. So that's fine. Now Donald and Goofy both start with 2 accessory slots. I don't think Donald gets any more. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Goofy gets at least 1 more, if not 2. We'll have to see. But anyway. Let's see. Do I want to get anything else while I'm here? I definitely want to give Donald the Protect chain that we got there. Probably want to get one for Goofy as well. And then keep Sora having the best accessories. Usually that's how I'll do it. I'll have Sora have the best accessories and then just sort of hand them down as I get better stuff to Donald and Goofy. Just to save myself a little bit of money there. Not that I really need to save it that much, but... And I think Huey, Dewey, and Louie sell new stuff now as well. Yeah, they do. Okay. So they'll sell a little bit of different items for Donald and Goofy. They never sell anything for Sora's Keyblades, but Sora gets them in different ways, his weapons, so don't worry about those too much. Donald gets a Morning Star, which gives him more magical power, and he gets a Warhammer, which gives him more strength but reduces his max MP. I pretty much always go for his enhanced magic power ones, especially when he learns Thunder, because it's just like, we don't have Thunder yet, but trust me when I tell you, it is way worth it to enhance Thunder, because it's just that good of a spell in this game. It's really, really good, and we'll have access to it for later. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Goofy does get at least 1 more accessory slot. I think so. Sora, I think gets 1 more. Donald, I think, keeps 2 for the entire game, and Goofy, I want to say Goofy gets 4, but I could be wrong. Could be misremembering. Yes, that is his name in English as well. So, yeah, you're right. I think that's what he does. He does give Donald some items when you learn some more magic. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get a Morning Star for Donald. Just make sure you don't buy more than 1, because we don't need more than 1. As for Goofy, he has access to either small shields, which give him more attack, or large shields, which give him... It's not really more defense. It basically, if an enemy hits Goofy from the front when he has his shield out, whether he's attacking with it or just running with it, it will bounce off the shield and deflect them. Sort of how when I was attacking the soldiers, when they were kicking me, it deflected off of me, like my attack deflected, so... But basically with Goofy, the smaller shields give him less of a window to get that invincibility. Like, enemies might sometimes be able to knock around him. With the larger shields, he actually gets more of a window of parry frames, basically. It's not parry frames, but basically as long as he has a shield out in front of him, he can parry frontal attacks. So having a large shield for Goofy is usually my priority because it means that he can block more stuff, and that's pretty much what Goofy does in my personal take on how both of my characters play. I usually try to get Donald as much magic as possible, and I usually try to have Goofy as sort of like a support tank, like a shield guy, and he gets other support abilities later. But I'm basically going to buy him the large shields for the entire game, so that's my prerogative. You can buy the small ones for more attack, and usually that's probably better if you're, more hyper offensive. But that way, with the large shield, the way I figure it, it gives us a nice balance. Sora's the attacker, Donald's the mage, and Goofy's the tank. So, yeah. I play this game very much like an older RPG, rather than an action game. So if that's not your thing, I'm sorry, but that's just the way that I usually play this. It gives me more RPG elements than any of the later games, so I try to take full advantage of them. Goofy has 3 in the end game and a ton of slots for potions. Okay, that might be what I'm thinking of, is how many potion slots he gets. So. Yeah, I think you're right, Conker, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll see as we play the game here. But yeah, everybody gets more item slots, I think, later on. We'll have to check that out later. Let's see if we can get a protect chain for Donald while we're here. Hey, Sid, I didn't find my friends, but I found a couple new ones. So that's cool. It's still 300 for it, but I mean, that's fine. Let's grab one of those, put it in stock, and that'll be it for my shopping. We got a good chunk of items out of that, though, so that's pretty good. Goofy, here you go. Have one of these. You can have this. Now, you can't ever sell the Knight's Shield, but you can kind of see it. Even though it doesn't give him any difference in strength there, it is a larger shield, so it definitely helps him to block more things. So, that's good. And that usually keeps him alive more often, which is good because Goofy has more HP and can usually revive people if they die, so it kind of helps a little bit. Now for Donald, he gets some extra strength out of the Morning Star, but it's more there for the magical power that he gets out of it. Eventually, his weapons will give more MP, which is kind of what we're looking for, and eventually anyway. So we'll give him that, and we'll go from there, basically. Now you can't, I don't think you can ever sell the Knight Shield and the Mage's Staff there, just so they have something to equip. And I'm pretty sure, like almost 100% sure, you can never sell any of Sora's weapons. But don't worry about that too much. So let's save it real quick, and then we will head out of the world exit and go from there. Yeah, I didn't find my friends, but here's a dog and a duck to replace them. I mean, they're probably lower maintenance than some of Sora's other friends, admittedly. I sent in the 6th postcard, right? I forget what we even got for it. I feel like it was like an elixir or something. I guess I could look. Probably an elixir. Or another mithril, maybe even. But yeah, keep anything that isn't a pretty stone, keep those items because they'll be useful for synthesis. Pretty stones are not used in synthesis, but everything else, yes, fair game. So hold on to those because we'll need to use them. I almost feel like I want to just do this for now. Just keep everybody with like one item. Give Goofy 2 potions just for safekeeping, and give myself 2 just also for safekeeping. There we go. That should be fine. Usually you don't need to completely fill out their slots with items. We might do that later on for like boss fights, but yeah, that's when they're more useful. Anyway, let's head on out. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So, basically, this is our world map, and it's literally a world map, or I guess you could say it's a world's map, because it shows all of the different worlds, and where you can go from here, so basically select where you want to go, and they will tell you what to do from there. Well, right, but we'll have to deal with that as we go. Now, you can go to the Gummy Garage while you're here as well in order to customize your ship, and I don't know what this Gummy Ship mission thing does. Let's check that. Oh, okay, so it tells you it's like a tutorial on how to play the gummy missions. So basically, in between the worlds and the little pass that they have there, you have to fly the gummy ship manually to the worlds. And it sort of behaves like a really, really, really dumbed down version of Star Fox. There's enemies that'll pop up and you have to destroy them. There's debris that you have to destroy, and you'll get access to some gummy parts as you go, and you'll get some items for points, and the more points you have, I don't really know what the more points do. It basically just gives you a high score. I don't think it gets you any items in this game. In the second game, it does get you some items, but yeah, I don't think in this game it does. I mean, you just get items randomly from debris and enemies that you kill in this one, so. Complete a mission by fulfilling its requirements. Use triangle to view mission details. Okay, well, we can check that out then. Oh, and there are recovery items in case you lose out on some HP. You don't have infinite HP, you have a set amount, and a set amount of power as well, but we can't really use anything with power for right now, so. Let's see. Mission 1 is obtain a score of 80 or higher. So I'm guessing that means on the way to Traverse Town, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, well, these really aren't all that useful. It just gives you something that you can kind of do on the way to and from. Honestly, this isn't really all that necessary because I just found going to and from the worlds and the gummy ships to be its own reward normally, so. Oh, can the points get you specific items? Okay. See, this is what happens when you don't play the final mix version. You don't know these things, so. Okay, well, anyway, there are 2 worlds to pick from at this point. We can go to this one, which has a battle level of 1, and this one, which has a battle level of 2. Let's go to the gummy garage, actually, before we do any of that, so we can check out our ship. No, I don't think I need a tutorial. I'm good. But basically, here is our ship. It is named Cardinal. Now, I don't know how Donald and Goofy knew that, but I suppose Sora just looked at it and was like, that's the name of our ship. I didn't get to name my raft that because we didn't get to use the raft, so damn it, I'm naming something Cardinal. So, yeah, it's named Cardinal. And this one is flyable. It cannot transform, does not have a warp drive, and does not have a shield. It is very slow, but has pretty good armor on it, so that's good, and it uses 39 blocks. This is the garage. You can basically build a blueprint and then redesign it from scratch. You'll always, I think, have the kingdom model from the start here, and I think as you get more models, you can build from those models there, but like if you have a green blueprint, it can't be redesigned, but your custom ones are blue blueprints, and those can be redesigned into whatever you want, so. Okay, Conker, take it easy. Don't work too hard in class there. Said it in the tutorial requirement, get X number of points. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it said, so. Yeah, take it easy, Conker. But yeah, so we can customize here if we want to. We can view the different ships that we have. We can view our inventory and just get some help and tutorials out of all of it. I'll worry about that later. I don't even know. I mean, we will be customizing the ship as we go here, but I'm trying not to spend too much time on it. If anything, I might just do some tinkering off screen on it and just show you the results of my work. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out as we go here. Oh, is it just for the trophy? Okay, gotcha. So, but yeah, there's 2 worlds to go to. You're pretty much instructed, because of the battle level, to go to this one first, but we're going to this one first. And I'll tell you why in just a little while, when we get there. Okay. Well, right. I will try. So yeah, if you fail on the way there, you'll get a game over and you'll have to start the mission over, but your progress won't be tracked. You have to get through the whole flight's area, basically, in order to get to the world. It's not that hard, though, so we'll see what we can do. Yep, up descends, down ascends. Well, that's a little inverted controls, but... Yeah, well, we don't have any lasers right now, Donald, so don't worry about that too much. Right, so let's not go back to the starting point. So let me get my legs back here. That is decelerate, square is accelerate, and circle is shoot. Alright, cool. So yeah, those are their ships off in the distance there. And as you can see, they drop a few things as you fight and kill them. Basically, those little block crystal-looking things will be certain gummy parts that you can use. Now the blue things are a little bit different. You might want to grab those because those will give you access to a blueprint, well, a green blueprint, that you can customize from later. So those green crystals that are there, not the dark green ones anyway, the emerald green ones, those are armor, and the other ones with the stars on them are power. Now our area of effect on grabbing these things is not very high for right now, but later on we'll be able to grab more of them. So I'm just going to grab as many as I can. Those are for shields, which we don't have right now. Let's just clear up the path here. There we go. Yeah, you pretty much always want to be shooting ahead of you just in case of some extra stuff like this. Now that star that I just got is a special. That basically will give you, I think it gives you more points, but it also restores both your power and your armor, so that's not too bad. Yeah, you're right. I think all of the flights can be done without upgrading, but I've always upgraded, to be honest with you, over the course of the game. I usually just do a little bit of tinkering at a time, and I end up upgrading the whole ship by the end of the game. It looks pretty cool by the end of the game, too, so we'll see what I can do. Let's keep firing ahead of us just to make sure we kill that thing. Okay, there we go. Because that asteroid has a little bit of health on it, so you don't want to get stuck. Blueprint? Yes, it is. Alright. You got the spell coming out of it, too. Nice. I think these guys, yeah, they shoot missiles at you, so don't stay still when they do, when they do that. But they give some good parts, so that's not bad. And we've arrived at our destination. Sweet. Hey, Raptor, how's it going? So we've arrived at our first destination, Olympus Coliseum. And you can either depart from here by selecting world or go straight into the world. So let's go into the world. Right, because why not? I mean, you know, it's fun. So we arrived at our first world, Olympus Coliseum. And if you don't know what Disney movie this is from, well, I can't help you there. No, it's from Hercules. Let's check it out. Have a look around. What'll happen if it goes out? I don't know, man. I only know how to create fire. I don't know how to put fires out yet. There's a white Trinity mark here. We can't do anything with that for right now. Green one over there. Still can't do anything with that. I think there's a blue one around here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Excuse me. Oh, a treasure chest. Nice. What's in here? That gets us a mithril shard. Cool. Go behind here, more treasure. Hope they don't mind that I'm just taking all their stuff. Mega potion. Alright, well that's useful. Should probably give Sora that. Another Trinity mark. Any treasure chests here? Nope. Alright, let's see what this one gives. Coliseum now. Am I seeking some challenge? You'll see. You'll see why I'm here first. I always go here first. Well, not always. The first time I played, I went to the first world, the other world first. But this time, and in previous attempts on playing through this game after the first time, I've always come here for a very specific reason, and you'll see why in just a few moments. We got some Dalmatians there, so that gets basically when you find them, they will all go home. The ones that you find in the treasure chest there. So now 5 Dalmatians are at home, including the 2 that were there originally. We got to get that number up to 101 though, so we're gonna be at this for a little while. This is Kingdom Hearts, Raptor. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It is an older JRPG. It came out in 2002, so same year Gothic 2 came out, but it's a little different. It's an action RPG, sort of like Gothic, but it's not the same. It features Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters in tandem, and if you are like me, when I was younger, you'll say, well, that sounds like a ridiculous combination. How could that ever work? You're right, but give it time, you'll see. Anyway, we got a save point here, so let's just save that, and let's talk to this satyr. Hi there.
Good timing. Give me a hand, will you?
What do you need, Danny DeVito?
Move that pedestal over there for me. I gotta spruce this place up for the game.
For the games, huh? Alright, fine. I can move it with my scrawny arms. There's a yellow Trinity symbol here. Wonder what that's gonna do. We'll find out later. Let's see if I can shove this. Yeah, Sora, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with that. Maybe if Donald and Goofy helped out, but yeah, that's not for a while. pretty sure you know why. You'll find out in a moment.
It's way too heavy.
Yeah.
What? Too
Yes, all hail
heavy?
thunder.
Since when have you been such a little...
Down here, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wrong guy.
Were you
What
looking
are
for
you
someone
doing
with about
here?
300 pounds more muscle?
This here's the world-famous Coliseum. Heroes only. And
Well-
I got my hands full preparing for the games.
You need
So run along,
spectators, don't you?
pipsqueaks. Look, it's like this. Heroes are coming from all over to fight ferocious monsters right here in the Coliseum.
Sounds like good training.
You've got heroes standing right in front of you.
I don't know about that, Donald.
Yup, he's a real hero chosen by the
It's your boy
Keyblade.
Phil. Yeah, hey, Jump, how's it going?
Heroes too.
Hero? That front?
Yeah,
What's so funny? I fought a bunch of monsters.
I hate to be that guy, but I'm kind of with Danny DeVito here.
Hey, if you can't even move this,
Without breaking your nose!
you can't call yourself a hero?
Hit the gym, Danny DeVito. You need it.
Yeah.
Your point was
Okay,
what
so
exactly?
it takes more than brawn. Well, let's see what you can do.
Yeah, well, at least he's giving me a chance. So, what do you need me to do, Danny DeVito? Maybe? Let's give it a shot. How bad could it possibly be? It's not bad, don't worry. So basically, this is our first obstacle course. We gotta break 20 barrels in 30 seconds. And that's it. Break as many as you can, your finisher will knock a bunch of them over. And just do the best you can, really. You usually don't get all of those, nice. And if you want, you can try to kind of aim this one and finagle it to do that. There we go. You don't need to, but it's fun, so. Already doing Coliseum. You didn't miss anything. I'm doing it for a very specific reason, and you'll see in just a moment. But now we've got the level 2 course. There's 25 barrels in 1 minute, and they're kind of stacked in a little bit of different places, so I'll have to give this a shot. Now, there's a few around the outside, so I want to hit those first.
Come on!
It's a little trickier than the last course, but I should still be able to get it, I think. Okay, I didn't miss that time. Cool. You can actually move a little quicker if you use dodge roll, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I missed that one. Probably supposed to go around the other way, really. Oops.
Come on! Come on!
And let's see. Did I get the other one? Nope. Okay. Keep pressing X to jump. Whoops.
Come on!
There we go. Not too bad. He's only
know,
mocking Sora. He
you
can't.
ain't big.
Donald, yeah.
Looks like I'm headed for the games.
Was that the qualifier for it?
Afraid not.
Why not?
2 words. You guys ain't heroes.
I love how Goofy's counting his words. It's like an in-joke to the whole Disney pantheon, basically. He's like, oh, wait a minute, what? You guys, hey, wait a second. What spell? And so for doing Phil's obstacle course, we get Thunder, which is the only reason I came here, really. Okay, well, I already did all the training, I'm pretty sure, so I'm ready for the games. No soup for you! Except it's worse, I don't have an entry pass, so we can't get into the games right now. Well, that sucks. Oh, I can't go to the gummy ship from here either. Alright, fine, I'll just use the normal exit. Sulk my way out of here.
Rather a stubborn old goat, wouldn't you say?
Is that derogatory? Are you being racist, James Woods?
You want to enter the games, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, then,
Creepy, bad touch. I need an adult. What?
A pass?
It's all yours. Good luck, kid. I'm pulling for you, little shorty.
Are you coming on to me? Well, we've obtained an entry pass, so we can actually go into the games now, but I just came here for Thunder, so now we're getting out of here. We'll come back and we'll compete in the games later, but for now, yeah, I'm just going to keep Thunder. And actually, it's already on the button I want it on, too. Good. Very good. But yeah, you're really not supposed to come here until later in order to get Thunder, but you don't have to fight anything to get Thunder, so I always now say, well, I might as well just come here, pick it up, leave, and come back later, so. Why is Goofy the only smart one in this crew? Good question. He's, the only one with his head screwed on right, probably. It's a wonder, though, he has taken a bunch of knocks to the head, so. Maybe that's what's made him smart. Get out of here, Ari-mans. You guys ain't shit compared to what you were. Ow. In other Final Fantasy, I mean, especially in like Final Fantasy 3, holy cow. Compared to that, they are nothing. In this game, anyway. Sorry, just messing around. Yeah, I know, I'm just going back through the spot that we already were. I know it might be a little tedious, but trust me, it's worth it. We got the Thunder spell. Can I even get that without killing myself? I can. Cool. Well, where all you guys come from? Nice. But yeah, all these parts that we're getting can be used in order to make your ship a little more powerful, a little more defensive, a little more aerodynamic, that sort of stuff. And I'll mess around with it, like I said, but for now, not going to worry about it too much. It's not that critical. At this point, anyway. Wow. Stay away from me, man. Shouldn't have shot him while they were off the map. Oh well. Especially want those arrow gummies, though, because those are actually fairly useful. It makes your ship move a little bit more aerodynamically, which is not bad. Definitely helps. Ah, missed those. Oh, we got a mission done. That gets us a wheel gummy. Okay, cool. Anyway, I only flew back to Traverse Town here so I could select the world and go to the other world there, so that's what we're going to do. You were hoping I'd fight Sephiroth today? Well, about that. Hades must be like, wait, what about my master plan? Yeah, not screwing over Hades even without intending it. That was exactly my plan all along. No, it wasn't. Oh, and by the way, if you wanted to, you could totally just skip Olympus Coliseum for now and go to the Battle Level 3 world there. I think, anyway. I'm pretty sure they don't say anything if you go there, but basically, in order to do anything in this area, I think you have to complete at least one of these two worlds and this one to go back to Traverse Town and get the next part of the story done. So, yeah, just complete as much as you can in these areas. So let's go back to this one. They really are, though. Yeah, they like I said, they went from a really, really, really dumbed down version of Star Fox to basically Star Fox, except quicker than some Star Fox games. And more like a modern Star Fox, really. Like, the Kingdom Hearts 2 gummy ship missions kind of remind me of Star Fox Assault, honestly, except without the... Well, I guess it would be with the ground missions, because, you know, you're on the ground all the time. Just not with the ship, that's all. Yeah, collect as many parts as you can, because they will be useful for allowing your creative genius to come forth later. I think these guys shoot and then they back off like that. They're really not that interesting, but they do usually go in a nice straight line for you, so you can kind of just go across the block, hit them with your lasers, and then kill them. I don't even know why I'm bothering with these rings. I don't need to fly through them. I don't get no points for flying through them rings. I might as well not. What do I think this is? Spyro? No, that's later this year. I think that's next month, actually. No, wait, they delayed Spyro, didn't they? I think Reignited Trilogy comes out in like November now or something. No real shock, considering it's Activision who's heading up the project. They want to sell their games exclusively when people are really, really, really going to buy them, so... Trying to trick me with those rings, aren't you? I mean, you can pretty much fly right through them. I think you can take 3 hits from debris and scenery at this point, without too many problems, so... Alright, anyway, let's disembark here at one. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to check what the gummy missions are for these worlds now, just so I can see. Let's see, obtain a score of 120 or higher. Well, I already did that, so what do I get for it? Maybe you have to fly there first and then you can get the missions. Okay, so Traverse Town. Okay, we did that one for 80 or higher. Set off from Olympus Coliseum and collect 30 or more shield blocks to get the next mission done. Okay. Well, these seem kind of fun, I guess, but yeah, we might be able to do something about them later. 180 or higher? Well, that's a little much. You might have to fly from this world to that one in order to get that, but anyway, we've reached the next world, which is Wonderland. So let's land in Wonderland and see if we can find Alice or the Rabbit or the Mad Hatter. And all them friendly folks. Not the Queen, though. She's a dick. You guys didn't tell me we'd be falling down a hole when I came here. And again, I guess we should have expected that. Goofy, we're about to hit the ground. Goofy? Oh, jeez.
Oh, my word, what's this? I'm late.
Found the rabbit.
Oh, dear. I'm here. I should be there. Oh, I'm late. Oh, the Queen. She clapped my head for sure.
You know, it's funny coming back to this sort of stuff as an adult, because, like, when I was younger, I was like, the rabbit's late to his job. As an adult, I'm like, that is literally me, like, every day I don't want to get out of bed. So, yeah. It just means that some of these things you can come back to as an adult and still appreciate them in similar ways you did as a kid. There's a green Trinity mark there, but we can't do anything with that for now. Instead, let's go to this door and open it up like one of those little Russian dolls and head inside. How did he... Wasn't he like Donald's size a minute? Why am I so big? Why is that door so small? Questions for later. Push? Well, I don't know how that helps me. I'm still too big for this door. Can I light the fireplace? No.
How did he get so small?
That's what I'm asking.
No, you're simply too big.
Well, I won't be feeding him a length of steel anytime soon.
Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Sorry.
Good morning.
Good night.
Good morning, Chrono.
I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
The only thing I find is music that's going to drive me
try
nuts.
the
Well, yeah.
Over there.
Music here can be a little grating, but, you know. You want me to drink that? Man, what if it's drugs? I can't be giving Sora drugs. I mean, it practically is. It's like, if Alice in Wonderland's to be believed, it's basically like drinking liquid LSD, but that might be a little more graphic than Disney was planning with this whole movie. Huh. What's that pink chest up there? There's a green Trinity mark in the fireplace. Well, we can't reach there now that we're too small, but when we're too big, well, we can't pick it up, so just remember it's there. It'll be important for later. Oh, hi, guys. But yeah, that's why I wanted to get Thunder right there. Because, well, it makes Donald just way too good at this point. It also makes me good, but we'll get there. Well, Sora, I guess I should say. I do that all the time where I basically inflect myself upon the characters that I'm playing as. But yeah, Thunder is quite good. It costs a full MP in order to use, but it's really good because it gives you good AoE damage. And against smaller enemies, well, it pretty much takes care of them without too many problems. Like so. See, there go the shadows. Does some good damage to these guys. I can kill them in one hit, and then just basically keep smacking them around after that, and get all my MP back. So yeah, Thunder is really good in this game, and I would recommend grabbing it before you go anywhere else when you get access to the world map, if you want to be broken and overpowered as Sin. But, you know, I like doing that, so... Oh, and you can deflect the fire projectiles that these guys use. If you got guard, or if you're really good at aiming your attacks, but yeah, well, I'm not good either, so... and I don't have guard at this point, so... Nice. Did I get them all? I did. Sweet. But yeah, grab these little MP balls because they give you some charge bar. And they'll help out with Donald in getting his MP back, because he usually uses a lot of it. So, anyway, we gotta go in here. Someone strong enough to turn bed to 2D simply by pushing is a badass. Yeah. Well, you know. I mean, even though I couldn't push a boulder, maybe Sora got frustrated that he couldn't push that boulder back in the Coliseum. He was like, and just pushed it with all his strength.
Court is now in session.
Quiet on the set, or wait, wrong courtroom.
Why?
But why?
Queen of Hearts presiding.
What happened to the Queen of Diamonds?
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Rigged.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Uh-oh.
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Well, that's
You
the
may
right
be
answer.
queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to
Yes,
be
guard
so
will be useful when we get it.
mean.
Silence!
Damn.
You dare defy me?
Hey guys,
I'm guessing she's not
should
used to
help her
being
out.
defied.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
We're already
Oh,
meddling just
yeah.
by being here.
That's against the rules.
It's not like time travel, guys. Come on.
Guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart.
Uh-oh.
Off with her head!
And now this concerns me.
Hold it right there.
Who are you?
I'm her defense attorney, and I object to this court.
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
You could tell her.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
I could find some, maybe. Oh, dear God. So now we have to find evidence of Alice's innocence, or else she gets guillotined. And so do we. Man, I thought this was a game for kids. Holy cow. But yeah, you only have to get one piece of evidence in order to do this, but basically, the more evidence you get, the easier it is to sort of rig the court in your own favor. If you only get one piece of evidence, you only really have a 20% chance of actually getting it to work, so yeah, better to collect everything, I think. I mean, you could save scum if you really wanted to, but eh. Well, I gathered that. I'm gonna jump up on her pedestal. What you got to say about that, huh, Queen of Hearts? What you got to say now? Oh, well, I'll do it when I feel like it. It's like that Solarian who tells you to stop touching things in Mass Effect 3. Only to find out, well, you really shouldn't have touched anything. I will try. So, Alice, what's up? Oh, just, you know, bystanders who don't want you to get your head chopped off. See, this is meddling right here. Like, us telling her who we are. I mean, she doesn't know where we came from, of course, but this is meddling, so why were they so worried? Yes, they will, definitely. They kind of say it's a rule in the first game, and they sort of are like, well, you know, we really shouldn't be doing this, but if it means we can help things along, okay. But then they just totally ignore that rule for the rest of the game. It's probably because it wasn't convenient for the storytelling after this for them to be like, yeah, it's kind of meddling what we're doing. I hope it comes back to bite them in the ass in Kingdom Hearts 3. That would be fantastic. But knowing Nomura, I don't know if he's going to think that far ahead. He kind of does this stuff by the seat of his pants, you know? Ah, well, you know, I get mixed up in nonsense all the time, Alice, so no trouble. But she's my defendant. I'm her defense attorney. I thought I told you that. Wonder what this box is for. Yeah, well. Well, there's treasure up there, but we can't grab it for right now, so I'm not going to concern myself too much with it. See, this one is one of those exceptions where you can go to the gummy ship from here. I don't know why it's not just like a regular save point, but yeah, no. Anyway, let's save it before we go looking for evidence, and, well, we didn't see any evidence on the way through here. Well, we did, but I can't tell you how to get there yet because we don't know. Anyway, we can't go to the bazaar room to get evidence right now. We have to go out to here. And who's that? Oh, he's not wrong. Anyway, gotta go to the Lotus Forest to get some evidence. So let's go do that. Big place. Though, if it's anything like the other, wow, big places, I'll probably find a way to use a growth potion or something. That's not creepy at all. Okay, Disney, just because there's no blood when he pulls his head off doesn't mean that this is any less traumatizing for children. Hello? Yeah, that's the question. Well, right, so how do we prove her innocence? Great. It looks like you just lie in the void because you turn invisible. Oh, okay. So there are 4 pieces of evidence. You can find 3 of them fairly easily. The 4th is, yeah, an issue. But you do get a pretty decent reward if you find them all. I think, if I remember right. Well, no. He just said he lies in darkness. So, okay, he's still here. I will try to decide. What a strange cat. Yeah, well, that's true. You do need to collect it for other reasons first, so... Ow. Get off my back. Nice. Oh, there's still some alive. Okay. Hello? Who's left? Oh, okay. Oh, you have a couple of friends, do you? Nice. Well, Fire Blast that guy into oblivion immediately, but like I said, Thunder sort of, it doesn't kill things immediately. Fire will kill some of these shadows immediately, but Thunder just deals that damage spread out, so it's just a little... You know me, I like AoEs, so... What do these flowers do? Give you a potion, you'll make me bigger. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind for a little bit. And Ether, you're driving a hard bargain there, Flower. Sorry I just hit you, but, you know... Let's see. Let's, do I have an ether? I don't have an ether. I guess I should probably get one. You probably get one later in the world or something. Hello? Oh, hi guys.
Thunder!
You gotta watch these shadows because they will sometimes just jump into the floor when you use thunder. But, usually they're not that smart, so it's usually fine. Ooh. So here's one of the pink boxes, and that gets us the first piece of evidence, footprints. Cool. A potion. I have a potion. There you go. You're welcome. Ooh, lots of charge balls. Oh, I just hit you again. Sorry. Keep hitting them. I think I got another item as well for it. Well, anyway, let's use this Trinity mark, see what we get from it. Ooh, some more charge balls. Nice. And some other items. Potion, ether, tent. Nice. Donald, you might want to grab some of these because you kind of need the MP back. I'm trying to guide. Ah, damn it. They faded out. Oh, we got an ether for this flower now, so that's good. We're the good guys, so screw the world. Yeah, well, you know. It's supposed to denote that Sora's a brave person because he's willing to forego the rules that everyone has done in order to make the world a better place, but that could be definitely considered meddling, and he could totally get in trouble for it, which, like I said, I kind of hope it does come back to bite them, because that would be good continuity, but, I kind of doubt it. Ooh, HP, nice. And an item over there as well. What we got? A camping set. Cool. Was it worth it? It's debatable. But, you know, it's fine. We got plenty of items, basically, so it's not a huge deal. Let's see what's up here. Ooh, a hole and a shadow. There's another treasure chest over there. Wow, over there. Alright. Now, I don't know if you can make this jump. Maybe. I think maybe you have to do something else first to get there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to. Yeah, you have to get this to pop up first, which we'll do that in a few minutes. But let's go through that hole that's in the tree there and see where that brings us. Probably get over there too. Well, that's that. We'll go here first. Brings us back to the bizarre room, huh? Alright, well, where? Wow! Okay, well, remember that pink chest that was here? Now we can open it. And that gets us... Oh, God! That chest smelled like garbage. Hot, musty, moldy, rotting garbage. I think there's a few different things you can do in this room as well if you're larger, I want to say. I guess we could check it out. Hang on. Oh, I saw something. Oh, drink, okay. What else can I lock onto? Anything? Maybe it's later in this room that you can do more stuff. Yeah, because the teddy bear isn't here right now, so you can't do anything else in this room for right now. I think we could go back this way, though, and that'll get us access to some enemies that we could fight. There's also a save point back there, but yeah, we don't need to worry about that for right now. Yeah. And now we're back in the Queen's Castle with 2 pieces of evidence. So if you want to, you could totally just bring them over there and say, hey, I've got enough evidence, let's go, but we'll find all 4. Gotta go exploring after all, you know? Do you have anything new to say? Any strangers lately? Yeah, well, no shock there. Heartless are kind of strange, aren't they? Welcome. But yeah, you don't have to give them any other items after this, so... Well, hi. Nice. Yeah, definitely worth getting thunder. Donald learns magic as you do, by the way. Like, he starts out with fire, but he'll learn thunder and other spells as you get them in the game. So his spells upgrade directly when yours do. So as you get stronger, he gets stronger, which is pretty nice. Goofy, less so. He's more dependent on his abilities that he gets as he levels up. But we'll worry about those when we get there. Another ether? Man. I'm not made of money, guys. Like, I don't have another one. Alright. Well, we'll see if we can get another one somewhere. There's a boulder there. Great.
Come on.
Nice. Well, we can't go through there just yet anyway, but we can use it as a platform to get up here. That gets us the 3rd piece of evidence, the antenna. I can probably guess who that belongs to. Okay, there's a treasure chest that we can get over here. Sometimes you gotta use an attack to do some jumping around there. So. And there's some Dalmatians in that chest. Nice. Huh. It's too big to eat. Well, I think I know how to fix that, but we'll worry about that later. Huh. I wonder how I can get up there. Well, we can't jump directly to it. I think we can jump directly to this one, though. Well, not if I do that. Hang on. Missed it. You gotta jump from, like, the pixel edge of this platform, I think, so this might work. There we go. What's in here? A scan gummy. So, a piece for my gummy ship. Sweet. Alright, well, anyway. Let's go see if we can figure out the puzzle of this room, which is right down here. So we need to give this a potion so that it will make me larger. Let's do that. There you go. Yes, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure you can, but you might need other trinities in order to unlock the new Keyblade that you're talking about. I think it's a little OP for this point anyway, so I don't know if they'll actually let it be on there. Why don't you get on? Okay. There you go. So now we've opened up this path there. So we can do something with that. I don't think there's anything to do over here just yet, though, so we'll have to worry about that later. But basically what you want to do is... let's see, unknown voice, strike to spin. So that was probably a Cheshire Cat. To get smaller, you just eat the acorn there. At least it's not a mushroom. But yeah, if you hit this, you can swivel that out over that way. Unfortunately, it doesn't really allow you to get smaller if you do that. But if you knock this down first, and then spin it, there you go. Spin it that way, we'll eat this, and then we'll head into that other room that's over here. So let's go do that. It's like if we go over here now, whoops. Oh, that's right, I can't jump on that just for now. Go this way. Oh no, it's actually this way. My bad. And if you go over here, jump up on the acorn thing, and then jump over here, we can get into this room. Which leads us back into the bizarre room. Let's see where. Everybody knows ducks have antenna, Donald. You're done for. Yeah. Oh boy. Does this lead to any place that's important right now? I thought there was something up here that you could do. Let's see. Maybe not. Well, this does let you look around the room a little bit, so you can see that there's actually stuff all over the place in here. There's stuff on the walls that you can't get access to. There's stuff on the ceiling. There's the teddy bear right there. Maybe I should come back in this room and do something with it. I guess I'm already here. Might as well. Yes, I think you're right. It is some sort of like BDSM plant that wants thunder all over her body. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure you need to hit something up there in order to... Like, you need to go in through the side, basically, that's over here, and then hit the lever or something to get it to fall down, if I remember right. I don't know, man. It's been a little while since I've been in this world. Most of the worlds aren't this kind of puzzly. There are some small, minor puzzles, but yeah, it's usually not this much. Let's go see if we can look for that Keyblade, actually, since we're, you know, just wandering around. I know we can't do anything with it for right now because we need these platforms raised in order to get up and into there where the BDSM plant is, but we'll do that later. It will be more available to us in a little while. Let's see here. If I go up here, yeah, there we go. So I can kind of jump from here. What's up? Which keys are there? No, they are still in my hat over there, actually. Sorry, I must have forgotten. Oh, I know how to get up here. Let's just go here. And if you go over here, this is open now, so you can head all the way up here, and there's another hole. Also leads to the bizarre room, so let's go in there. See where we end up. Looks like we're on some kind of faucet. Unfortunately, we can't turn it right now, but Donald, sorry, I'm gonna have to shove you off there, buddy. Don't look down. Okay. We get our last piece of evidence here, claw marks. Nice. Oh, well, you know, I was doing my job as an investigator, so... Well, hopefully. What do you mean? Yeah. Okay, well, what will you give me? And for finding all of the pieces of evidence, we get the first ice spell we get, Blizzard. Nice. Yeah, BDSM all over the place, yeah. Let's see here. I want to customize. Okay, Blizzard's already on square, so that's fine. That's pretty much where I want it anyway, so... That's cool. Alright, well, we got all 4 pieces of evidence. Let's head on down. I think after the evidence part is when you can do the stuff that I'm thinking of with this room. Well, we'll figure it out from later. You murderer. Yeah. Hey, he's fine. He's right here. He didn't die. He just hit the ground and then got knocked unconscious temporarily and then jumped back up like he always does. Yeah, not a whole lot of fighting going on so far. That's about to change, though, because I have the evidence that we might need. Now, you have 4 pieces of evidence, but as you're going to see in a moment, you can actually still screw this up. It's a low chance, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, sure. Let's present evidence. Too difficult for you to get into it. You always have problems getting into a game. That's okay, Raptor. It's fine. If you can't get into it, I understand. It's got a different vibe to it. It's definitely more it's less realistic, I find, than some others, like some Western RPGs, like what Gothic was like. This is more fantastical. It's more. I don't want to say more Japanese because that seems kind of derogatory, but it's definitely got a different vibe to it than some of the games that you've seen me play. So I like it though. Okay, here's what I got. Of course you're not. You'll never be impressed. Wait, you have evidence? That's not how this works. Oh, dear God. Well, you just mix them up. How am I supposed to... Rigged. Yeah, seriously. Great. So you have to pick one box out of the 5. One of them, in this case, is hers. The other 4 are mine. Hopefully I pick mine. I don't know if there's a way to tell. I think this one fell before these, so that would mean this one is hers, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's just go with this one. No, I'm not certain, but I'm going to do it anyway. You never used that Keyblade once. I think it improved... I think it does improve magic a little bit. I think it improves your MP or something. I think it's inferior to the Spellbinder Keyblade later, though, if I remember right. Let's see. Aha! That was my evidence. Cool. That, milady, was a Heartless, and you need to mobilize your card soldiers to help us fight them. Yeah, it wasn't Alice. Not so tough now, are you? I am the law, so I win. Yeah, well, I'm not defying you. I'm just playing your game and winning. The jury has spoken. Oh, God. Well, that's not good. And here we go. So if they touch the tower, lose all their heads, huh? Well, anyway. That means we need to touch the tower. I personally prefer using physical attacks in the air here with the tower because they swing below you if you use aerial attacks. But the tower is the main boss in this part. Don't worry about the card soldiers too much, and really just let Donald and Goofy handle them for the most part. But once you take care of the 3 levers on it, that will help you to do that, and then you can take out the main tower, and it throws money everywhere, so you might want to grab some of that. It would probably help a little bit, but don't get hit while you're doing it, so. And don't forget that you have dodge roll either, so you can kind of dodge between attacks that way. But yeah, let Goofy and Donald handle the other guys. We can just handle this. There we go. Alice, are you alright? Oh, okay, well, wherever she is, she's not here. And Donald was a Heartless all along, yeah. Great. Now do you see what you've done, Queen? Or it'll be off with all of your heads, even though your heads are kind of attached to your bodies, so it'd be like chopping your entire body in half. Anyway, so now we have to find the culprit, and, well, we kind of know where the main Heartless are, but it's sort of like what Leon said. Don't worry too much about the little guys, the small fry. Find the leader. So let's go see if we can find the leader. Yeah, you know how hard this boss really is. Yeah, well, if you tried to fight the cards, it's actually decently difficult, but I decided to not.
Thunder!
See, just that easy. And Donald's got Blizzard now, so that helps a little. I can't wait till we get Draw, man. It'll make this money collecting way easier. And item collecting, too. But yeah, having Jackpot is really nice with Goofy because it means that these guys give you a little bit more goodies in terms of HP and MP and money ball. So it's nice. We'll have more Lucid Charge than probably we need by the time we're done. So I like how I'm not even trying to grab most of the money here. I should be trying a little harder. Oh. I don't think that thunder really did much. It killed like one enemy. Whoops. That's alright. Whoa, big shadows, big shadows! Those weren't here in the original. Ow, holy shit. When in doubt, spam thunder! Oh god, Donald's already dead. Great. So is Goofy! Oh god. Did I kill one? I don't think so. Ow. These guys are tricky. Must be like mega shadows or something.
Thunder!
I'll kill one of you. There we go. Cool. Where'd the other one go?
This should help.
You guys alright? The other one must have disappeared. Huh. Well, yeah, that's true. I guess you could technically decapitate a card. Might be a little. Yeah, you're right. It might be a little too much BDS now. Is it now that I can get that teddy bear down here? I could have sworn it was now. And even if it isn't, I mean, I can always go into that other room to show the fight there. Let's see. Nope. Alright, let's go in this room so we can get that fight then. And then we'll go from there. So there's a save point, but it's being protected. Ow. Someone else's cat. Okay, never mind. Wow. So I hear somebody using it, but there's both of them. Where's the other one? Gotta watch those guys. They can be a little tricky. Ow. Maybe I shouldn't have cast that right in the middle of all of them. But yeah, we gotta fight for our save point there. Are you? Oh my god. Hi. Didn't expect to see you here so soon. Ow. Get hit by the big guy. Can you guys get back up so I'm not dying? The big guy. I probably will die to the big guy, but it's okay. Alright, come on now, dude. Anyway, this is a large body. He is not hittable from the front, so don't try it. Wow. If I had guard, this would be way easier, but yeah. And they are way easier in the second game. They're more vulnerable, I think, to magic. Which, I mean, I guess we could just spam fire. I have enough. Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, you can block that attack. It's a little easier than trying to do something else. Nice. Nice job, Goofy. There we go. Cool. Ooh, and we got a treasure chest out of all of it, too. Sweet. I think your party members earn experience even if they're knocked out, too, so that should help a little. Let's see. I mean, I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're all at 1,008 experience, so they got experience even if they got knocked out. No big deal. That gets us access to this chest, a mega potion. And the save point, you know, that's kind of important, too. Anyway, now that we did that, let's head back in here. Yeah, they are ultra easy in the second game. Yes, that is true. The second game, they have to make things a little bit trickier in other ways because, well, what was hard in the first game, not anymore, because reaction commands kind of make them not as... I'm just making a mess for myself, aren't I? Reaction commands make them slightly simpler than they ever were before. I'm definitely making a mess for myself. Wow. Nice. Yeah, this is bad. I shouldn't have done that while the Shadow and the Soldier were still alive. The big guy. There we go. There we go. Nice. Good job, Goofy. Fire one's behind me. Oh god. Ugh. That's fine. Alright, cool. That one's dead. Goofy is usually more helpful in the beginning of the game than Donald is, because Donald has so little HP that he usually just sort of bites it, so... Oh, I teched that one back. Nice. I say that just as Goofy's dying, so... Whoa! But those guys like to get away from you like that. Oh, I guess I could show this off. If you cast Blizzard on these guys, it gets you tech points. So basically, whatever element they're using, if you cast the opposing element on them, it gets you some tech points and kills them way easier. I need a heal, so we should leave so I can get that. I can get it from here, too. Somewhat, anyway. Give me some HP. Who took that HP ball? I needed that. Got one of them. And the other one, sweet. Okay, let's go heal ourselves a little bit. Dagger Reversion is deadly in the second game. Yeah, that is true. Dagger Reversion is kind of a pain in the neck. I think in both games it really is. It's more so in the second game than the first, but... Anyway. So let's go back into the forest now that we've messed around in there. See if there's anything new to be had here. That's some heartburn you got there, man. I've heard of kidney stones, but this is also ridiculous. Well, the Shadows are probably the ones that took her, so... Yes, it matters. I'd like to kill them so we can get Alice back. Great. So what you're saying is this whole world has gone to crazy because of the Shadows. In the upside down room. Why is it upside down? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Need a mod to replace the siren with Burn to the Ground. Oh, that would suck. Nice. So yeah, Donald and I using Thunder together, or Thunder and Blizzard together, usually means that most of the small fry are done like dinner. So, uh-oh. Take that. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I'm definitely making this harder on myself by going into the aggro of other enemies. But yeah, if you dodge roll into their fireball, it actually... What, Blaze Shard? Nice. It actually makes it disappear, basically, so as if it hit you. So that's probably the best way to dodge that attack, quote-unquote dodge. It's not really dodging, but you know. How many potions do I have left, by the way? A couple. Alright, well that's fine. I don't have any, but that's okay. I'm gonna need to give that one a potion so that I can become Naja. Not that one. Do I have an ether? No. Alright, well, maybe I'll get one. Are there any other?
Thunder!
Sweet. My magic must have gone up. Basically, your spells, well, let me look at the stats so I can kind of show you. If you look at the status menu here, you have strength and defense, but you don't have a magic stat in this game. It's a little different from in the other Kingdom Hearts games because you usually have a magic stat. In this game, the amount of max MP you have determines how powerful your spells are. So basically, if you can get some items that allow you to increase your max MP for Donald and Sora, it will really help with their AoE, which is typically why I try to prioritize those before all other types, because that will help with our magic immensely. So that's kind of where I'm going to be going with this in a little bit, but we'll get to that. Oops, I don't have the MP for that.
Come on!
I thought that was a shadow, so that's why I didn't attack there. Oh well. Let's see, what else can we do in here? You're done already. The one over here is the one underneath her, I think. Yeah. Alright. Well, that boulder that was over here is gone now, so.
Come on! Here!
And got them. Blaze shard, good. Those will help. There must have been a soldier enemy behind me. Play X7 some more, but you have other games that are interested in. I don't blame you though for putting X7 down. I almost always put X7 down myself just because it's one of those games, man.
This should help.
I guess Goofy could use a little HP as well, but we'll get to that. Let's move this. And that will open up that little passage for us. Cool. Let's see here. Let's pop that down so we can get to Laja again. Do that, and then do this. Alright, cool. So now we can head over here. And in here is a, wow, well, a bunch of enemies, first of all. Let's see if we can get rid of them first. Mashing buttons again. But yeah, these guys like running away from you or spinning around your attacks there, which is admittedly a good strategy because obviously, I mean, it's working, so. What do you ask for? A high potion? I have a high potion. Hold on. Oops. Where are my high potions? There's my high potions.
This should help.
There you go. And what did you give me? A mega potion. Nice. Yeah, that's arguably more useful. And I got all my MP back, so that's good. Let's do a Trinity jump here. So we got out of that, a camping set. Alright. Is nobody going to give me an ether? Donald, you should grab some of these so you can get your MP back. There you go. Look at that, he's already back at 2 MP. What do you do? I'm talking to you. Hello? Shock me! So this is why I got Thunder, because now you can do this. And that zaps this and gives you a treasure. What's in it? Thundara Gummy. Nice. So the fire and fire is for engines. Thunder Gummies are for your guns there. So Thundara is the upgrade of the Thunder Gummy gun that we already have on our ship. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, it's some of the games in the series are polarizing. I mean, you pretty much can ask anybody and they'll say, well, X1 and X2, and most people will say X4 are good. X3 and X5 are, depending on the person you ask, it'll be good or bad. X6 is almost universally hated, but there's a select number of people, including myself, who have an odd fascination with it. But X7, yeah, there are very few people that will be willing to defend that one. So, shock me. BDSM alert. Ah, there's a chest here. What's in here? Some Dalmatians. Nice. And there's also a spot over there that we can end up, but we can't get there just yet. Let's heal Goofy while we're here, though. There we go. And now we'll finally go through that spot that was blocked by the boulder earlier. Oh, and here's the enemies that Conker was talking about earlier. These are white mushroom enemies. Now what these will ask for is basically they play a big game of charades with you. So, let's see if I can get him in view without Donald the Goofy blocking him. Go ahead, play charades. That is for Thunder. And you'll get tech points for giving them the right charade. He's cold, so give him fire to warm him up. Now he's too hot, so give him blizzard. And after 3 attempts, he'll toss some items your way, including a frost shard. Now usually that is dependent on, like what shards he'll give you is dependent on what you use the very last time you hit him. So let's play some games with them. I like this enemy. It's a really cool concept for an enemy, to be honest with you. And if you cast 3 of the same spell on them, you get 10 tech points. And some more items. A Fire Arts, a Mystery Goo, and a Blaze Gem. Nice. Now that Mystery Arts, I think, is an accessory? I'm not 100% sure. No, it's not. Let's go see what it is. Hang on. I don't recall. Take out potion. There we go. Let's see what that Mystery Arts is. Or Fire Arts, rather. So there's some Mystery Goo. Now this is used for item synthesis, and it's pretty rare, but it's used for some of the best items that you can synthesize. So let's see what that... Where is it? Oh, there it is. Fire Arts. Proof that it acknowledged me as a master of fire magic. Okay, well, I've already mastered fire magic, apparently, so that's good. It's just random, though. Like, you can wait for them to do all... you can wait for them to do specific ones if you want. Like, I could just have him do 3 blizzard ones, but... yeah, like if I waited here, did this, then waited for another thunder and did it again, and then waited for another one, I'd get a thunder arts. Like I could ignore this one. See if he'll do another thunder. There you go. And it's an easy way to get all the art stuffs if you want. I think I want to say Merlin gives you something if you do get the art stuff, but I'm not 100% sure. You just gotta watch because eventually they will disappear on you, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh well, you get the idea. We'll find them occasionally as we're in the worlds, and we'll try to play their games with them. There's other mushrooms as well, but we'll get to them later. X6 is ultra fun, especially with Zero. I think Zero is almost like the main character you're supposed to play as in X6, to be honest with you. I feel like the game revolves more around his abilities than it does around X's, so... like X6 more than X5, and X6 has got a really solid soundtrack. I'm kind of, honestly, in the same ballpark as you. Like, my favorite, personally, is X1, followed after that by X4, then X2, then X6. I haven't played X8, so I can't tell you, and X7 is absolutely at the bottom of the list. X5 is probably somewhere in the middle, and so is X3. I'm kind of meh about both X3 and X5, because honestly, they're not really that... they're kind of forgettable, to be honest with you. So why are the Mad Hatter and his rabbit companion so unhappy? Let's see. Very merry on birthday. Sit down to get your present. Okay. What if I sit in the fancy chair? Wow. Hey, Dad. So, sitting in certain chairs will get you certain items, but I sat in the wrong chair, so now that is gone, and of course that changes their picture. I think if you leave the room and come back, you can switch it up. So let's see if I can get some of the items that you can get here. Just gotta try all the chairs, basically. Hey, Carbon, how's it going? Oh, not too much going on, just hanging out playing some Kingdom Hearts. Let's see if this is the right one. Well, that'll get me an item. Ooh. Some money and a potion. Cool. Let's grab that stuff, wrap it all up, and put it in my wallet. I forget which chairs you're not supposed to sit in. I guess we'll find out, won't we? How about here? Ooh. I got healed. That's good. And an elixir. Good. Do any of these chairs give me an ether? That would be nice. Loving lots of X's. That came in a random moment. We're talking about Mega Man X, the X series. So, some of the X8, the more you play it, the more you like it. I've heard X8 is really good, so, you know, I haven't played it myself, but I'm sure if I played it, I'd have some fun with it. It seems pretty good from what I've seen of it, so. Also, hello, welcome back, Conker. For me, it is 6:27. For Conker, I believe it's 3:27, so he just got out of class. try this chair. I think this is the wrong one. Yeah. I think it's the one on the end and, oh god, and the center one in each row. Cool. Okay, you guys distract him while I do this. There we go. Nice teamwork, guys. Alright, back out, and then we'll sit in the other row. 3:30 for you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see. How about this chair? Someone give me an ether. Wow. What's that item there, Goofy? There we go. Now we're in good shape. I'm already at maxed MP, though, so I don't really need to grab all these, but, well, you know, OCD. How about this chair in the end? Say, do we need more evidence? No, it's just the box. We get another potion out of that one and some HP. Good. Don't need the HP, but you know. And center chair, probably a trap. Maybe not. Okay. So it's just the fancy chairs, kind of. Well, this is a fancy chair right there, and it didn't do anything, so I guess maybe not. We got another potion there, so that's good. Keep our item stock pretty good there. Played one of the mainline games and some of the side games. Yeah, I personally really like it. Mega Man X1 is one of my favorite games of all time, so they're pretty good, and I would recommend them. I need to equip that ether because I have potions and an elixir. There we go. Take out ether. There we go. Here you go. You're welcome. What do we get? Another camping set. Alright. So you can use camping sets and tents and cottages outside of battle, and they'll restore HP and MP depending on, you know, what one you use, basically. So, we already got everything in here, except that treasure chest up there, but we'll get that in just a little bit. Oh, it's 12:30 for you? Oh, okay, gotcha. Or 00:30. Excuse me. Is that a reference to the actual Alice in Wonderland book? Because I don't know what mom wraths are. Try turning on the light, huh? Okay. Do you want me to cast fire or something? Wow. Hi, guys.
Thunder!
Bye, guys.
Thunder!
Wow. None of that. Shame on you. Oh, God. Come back here. Got you on the upswing. I love how we're not even focusing on the large body at this point. We're just like, nope. Alright, you and me, Goofy. Let's do this. Uh-oh. Well, you pissed him off, not me, Goofy. Good luck. Nice. Okay, now I pissed him off. Get him, Goofy. Not from the front, you moron. Okay, there we go. I got it. There we go. What'd you give me? Ooh, high potion. Nice. Yeah, those guys are usually worth it. They give good experience, money, and HP if you need it. So this leads to the Queen's Castle, huh? Alright. I could have sworn there were other ways to go, though, but maybe I'm thinking of after this. Or perhaps, no, definitely after this. Does this lead anywhere? Nope. Too bad X-Gate 0 doesn't sound like Predator anymore. Played more of the X ones than the classics. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, 0 wasn't around in the classic ones, unfortunately. Let's see if I can get up there from here. Let's see. Ooh. Gotta make that jump pixel perfect again. There we go. Pop this one. Oh, okay. One more lamp to light. Alright, well then just light the other one. That's fine. I don't think you can get up up here right now, though. Oh, yeah, you can. Never mind. I was already up here. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, I think you have to leave and re-enter, I want to say, to do the stuff in the bazaar room for getting all of the treasure chests in there and stuff. But I could be wrong. Anyway, let's light this up. Ah, okay. That caused the flower to pop up. In here, you mean? Or... Oh, somewhere. Okay. Well, then I know where they will be. The doorknob. Well, that's not good. We'll have to go rescue the doorknob from darkness. Anyway, let's hop in here and head back to the Queen's Castle. There's a way to go in the other room. Yeah, I'll have to look for it because I don't honestly remember. I think you have to go back into the forest somewhere to get into that room, but I forget. We'll worry about it later. Not a big deal. We can always leave the world and then come back in order to do it. But you want to save right here. Trust me on that. It's very important. Okay. And you might also want to equip some items for your characters there. So, let's... Oops. Take out some potions. Take out a mega potion. There we go. Donald, you can have... one potion. And Goofy, you can have potions and a mega potion as well. There we go. I probably should equip a mega ether or something, but you know what, Donald, you can have the mega ether. That's fine. Save the elixirs for later. Alright, now we're good. Let's save again, just so that my items stay there. There's plenty of doors for the same friggin' door. Yeah, I'll just have to find them, unfortunately. This place is a little confusing, but, yeah, you know. I didn't hit you. If I did, or if my friends did, I'm sorry, but, well, you were trying to kill me. You ended up getting lost first time playing this world. Yeah, I don't blame you. I still get lost, and I mean, I've played this game probably 10 times, so... Ah, okay. Then let's go higher up. But first... the door's sleeping, so... Wow, nice. A mithril shard. Another potion. And another potion. Cool. Yeah, like there's something you can do with the sink, or the faucet up there. There's something you can do with the teddy bear. I just, honestly, like I said, I just don't remember how to do said things. I can probably figure it out later. It's not a huge deal for right now. Easier to see them from higher up, huh? I don't see any shadows. Think you're lying to me, Cheshire Cat. Yeah, I like it. Like you said, though, it's just confusing, that's all. What do you mean too bad? Wow. And he got a recolor too. I like the pink and the magenta. Nice. Oh, really, magenta and lavender. Alright, and here's our first boss. I forget what this guy's name is, but he doesn't like it when you're up on this table too much. He also doesn't like it when you're in other places. So you gotta hit him and kind of knock the stuff out of his hand and make him vulnerable, but he's too high to reach with physical attacks, usually. So, I mean, you could have Goofy use Rocket, or you could cast Thunder Magic on him, because that works wonders. So if you were wondering why else I got Thunder Magic, it was to make this a little easier. You go for it, Donald. You go for it. That does that. And then, whoa. Start helping a little. And you can usually hit him enough to get yourself back to full MP, or at least enough MP to cast Thunder again. But seems to be a man on a mission right now, though. I'm out of MP, guys. I hope you. There you go. Did you already use the Mega Ether, Donald? Or oh, the table's spinning. That's new. I think. He also sets those on fire, which causes him to, I think, it just deals better attacks. But I think he can also shoot fire at you. Yeah, like that. Wow. I think you can hit it back at him, though. There you go. For 6 tech points, not bad. Gotta watch when he's swinging like that, though. Whoa. Thanks, Goofy. It's kind of tricky because once you run out of MP here, it's sort of challenging to hit him. You can hit him, you just have to get him on the top of your swing like that. Uh-oh. And then get away before he hits you. Come on, Goofy. If we keep doing this, we'll eventually hit him. Wow. I think he was aiming for the table there.
Thunder!
There we go. Nice, Goofy. I got an extra key for casting Thunder there. Actually... Here you go, guys. Wow. Watch where you're pointing that thing, man. What is he even... Oh, that's what he's doing. But you can sort of take advantage of him when he's lighting his sticks back on fire there, because you can sort of hit him a couple of times. Too late. You can probably deflect those back too, but they're a little dangerous. There we go, nice stun. Got him, sweet. Good job, guys. Not too bad. Yeah, Goofy with the heals, yep. Comes in handy for boss fights, that's for sure. All those item slots. Let's see. At a friend's house in PS2 and started. You hear, so you were super lost. Oh, Trickmaster's name, that's what it is. Well, whatever his name is, he's dead now. And we've released another large heart. Don't know what those do yet, but, well, we'll figure it out. Place the red back with Plankton Genum. Absolutely genius. Yeah, it's nice. And we get Ifrit's Horn for defeating him. Another accessory for us, probably.
What a racket.
Well, maybe if the shadows didn't spawn here. You picked the wrong room to sleep in, man. Well. Well, that's a keyhole. I was gonna say, Sora, you know what to do, but I guess you don't yet. Well, now you do, but... good question. Probably the key saw the keyhole and was like, mine, 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 mine! Yeah, something closed. Ooh, what's that? Fancy. Like some ornate jewelry? Oh, it's a gummy. Okay. So we get a Navigummy piece. What does that do? Well, we'll find out later. Well, you know. Great. Where'd she go? Damn, they kidnapped her. So how do we find... Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's probably true. We might find her in another world. Are you breaking the fourth wall there, Goofy? Well, anyway, we got to a save point so we can head back now, so that's good. Do we want to go and explore the rest of the bizarre room? I mean, I guess I could do that next time. It's not that critical. And we already did basically half of Olympus Coliseum, so that's, yeah. But yeah, normally if you came here before going to Olympus Coliseum, you wouldn't have access to Thunder, so you'd have a lot of a trickier time hitting that boss because he doesn't take that much damage from fire, and your Blizzard doesn't go up that high unless you use it in midair, so you'd be basically jumping and using Blizzard, or just jumping off the table and attacking him, and he'll break the table, and it doesn't really come back for a while, so it's a little tricky, but with Thunder in tow, it makes that boss much more manageable. So... just more efficient, and you know me, I like being efficient, so... But anyway, yes, so Ifrit's Horn is an item that basically does everything the Fire Ring does, but it also raises your max AP, so that's useful. We're going to give that to Sora. And who needs the Fire Ring? I guess I could give it to Donald. He needs the extra defense. Goofy's got some good defense, I think. Yeah, his defense is 12, so he's probably fine for now. I'll keep these until a little later, although I do want to do this. There we go. That's better. I should get Goofy a Fire Ring, though. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's true, Rockin' Fun. I mean, in this game, we didn't even have to come to Wonderland, I'm pretty sure. Like, you only have to beat one of the worlds, and I'm fairly certain you only have to beat one of the two worlds they present you with in the beginning, and the third one there, so we didn't really even have to come here, but I did anyway, so, you know. Yeah, so we'll do that next time. So, before we go to the gummy ship and we take off for the next world, I'm actually going to call it here. So, on the next episode of Kingdom Hearts, the Stream Edition, we will explore the Bazaar Room and try to figure out all of its intricate secrets. I'll probably tinker around with the gummy ship off screen a little bit just to see if I can put those Thundara gummies somewhere else. And then after we're done in the Bazaar Room, we'll head back to Olympus Coliseum so that we can see if we can compete in the games this time. And hopefully it'll go a little better than the last time we were there. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I remembered as I was starting this one that I forgot to export the first stream over to YouTube, so after this is over, I'll export the archive over to YouTube, and then we'll go from there, so that should be a little easier. Never thought of going to Olympus 4 Wonderland. Well, I just taught you a fancy trick, didn't I? How long is this game? This game is about... I'm guessing it's going to be about as long as my Dark Souls 3 stream with all the optional content I'm going to do. So probably like between 20 and 25 streams, and this is the second one. So we'll probably be at it for basically until the end of September. And then after that, we'll move on to something else. So, as we will get moving with that, but we'll have to wait until Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time when I start the next stream. Until then, take care, everybody, and have a good night. Ah, gotcha. Coliseum is optional. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Well, yeah, actually, because you wouldn't really have to go compete in anything over there. Well, yeah. I don't know. I usually complete everything anyway, so I don't really know what is optional and isn't, but there you go. Alright. See you, everybody. Oh. And yes, I did a Dark Souls 3 stream, Raptor. It is all on YouTube. If you go below the chat there, or the stream feed, if you click on the YouTube button that's down there, the YouTube panel, it'll go to my channel. Then you can go to playlists and you can check out the entire Dark Souls 3 stream. It's about 24 videos or so, and there's a few little shit posts and stuff and memes in there. So it's a fun time. I'd check it out. But yeah, there you go.